being out of a breakup, after being out of, maybe your husband cheat on you and divorce you, maybe your wife cheat on you and divorce you, maybe you just left a relationship, maybe you left a job, or maybe you just broke out of a toxic relationship and you just feel like you're stuck in a rut, like you're hitting a brick wall, you can't move on. If you've gone through any of these symptoms, I want you to comment down below, because I'm telling you guys, people are going through this, and I believe tonight God is going to break them. Okay, so I want to pray a prayer now. Now that I've given you the 7 symptoms of a soul tie, I want to pray a prayer to break soul ties. The first thing you need to do, there's only 2 things we're going to do. The first thing we're going to do to break the soul tie is you need to forgive the person. I know that you had a bad relationship. I know they hurt you. I didn't come here to say that what they did was okay or what they did was right, but I came to tell you that God has forgiven you, and you need to forgive them. You need to let this go. You need to break this off of you. God right now wants you to forgive them. He forgave you. You forgive them. Break it off them. I've heard it said before. You probably heard this. Unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Friend, unforgiveness is toxic. It is poisonous, and you need to do. So I want you to spend the next 30 seconds thinking about whoever it is you have a soul tie with, and you need to forgive, and I want you to forgive them. You have to do this. This is not for them, their freedom. This is for your freedom. God wants to do this in you and break this off you tonight. So go ahead and do it right now. Think about who that person is. I had to go through this, and I had to break this off me, and I'm telling you, I got radically set free, and I know this works. I want you to go ahead and forgive them. I want you just to say, I forgive, and then say their name, and then say this: I release him or her, whoever it is, I release them from the harm they caused me, and I let it go. I want you to verbally say that. Don't say it in your mind. Don't whisper it. I want you to verbally say, I release them from the harm that they caused me, and I let it go. I'm not carrying this baggage. I'm not carrying this bondage anymore. Okay. After you've forgiven, done what you have to do, and you might have soul ties. Some of you might have soul ties from a whole bunch of different people that you've slept with, and it's not just from sex, but it's also from negative relationships or relationships that were just too close. And a lot of you know what I mean, because you had close relationships, and then after like 6 months, 8 months, you don't even talk to that person anymore because it was too close, it was too unhealthy, it was too toxic, and you broke out of it. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want you to pray this prayer. Repeat after me. I'll pause after every sentence, and this is the prayer to break the soul tie. So here's what you're going to say. I break the unhealthy soul tie between me and, say the person's name, okay? So you're just going to say, I break the unhealthy soul tie between me and then say their name. After you say that, I want you to say, I send back any part of their soul that I have kept, and I take back to myself any part of me that they have kept. And if you need time and you need to play this back, you can go ahead and play this back a few times if you need to say it. Okay, this is the last thing you're going to say. God, please wash me of this connection and restore my connection with you in this area of my soul. Let me say that one more time. God, please wash me of this connection and restore my connection with you in this area of my soul. Guys, pray that prayer. You can repeat it back if you need. It's a very basic, simple prayer. I'm telling you guys, this is the prayer that I prayed to break out of soul ties. I dealt with this right after getting saved, and I believe this video, I believe this is going to set people free. I believe